Hi everybody, Olymptrade here. My name is Thomas and I'm very pleased to start the following trading session for you guys. How is everyone doing today? It's a wonderful Monday, the 28th of October. We are just 2 months away from 2005. Oh, whoa. And also we are slightly more than 7 days or a week away from probably one of the most important political um, political events of 2024, which is the United States elections. And well, who's going to win? I don't know. Seems that we are still kind of like in this 50-50 area. So probably the both candidates have almost equal chances of winning. But we'll of course, we are going to see. And this decision is going to impact many key assets all over the world, and also basically I would say the politics and the many things that are now happening in the world are going to heavily be affected by this event. Alrighty, what is going on in the world, in our financial world, right? So we are kind of trying to get distracted from the politics, and we are trying to kind of compare what's it like in our financial world. Now, I started with this topic of elections not for no reason. In fact, there is a big deal and a big influence, big impact on the crypto market first and foremost, because as you can see, Bitcoin has steadily been climbing upwards up the stairs, and once again it will. So what might happen right now? So we might once again see this double top formation with the second peak around 69.5 thousand, or maybe even 70,000, somewhere around here. And at the same time, what we might see is we might finally see a long-awaited breakout because it seems that many investors have been pushing Bitcoin price further upwards, and obviously there is some fundamental explanation to this. And one of these fundamental explanations is that so Donald Trump, who has not so little chances of winning, so he actually has pretty high chances of winning, he openly supported cryptocurrencies, so he openly supported the crypto market, and I would not be surprised if towards next Tuesday, and especially in case, so I'm not saying that he will, but in case he wins, we might finally see this breakout. But if not, then of course we might see a drop, because a lot of this Bitcoin growth has been associated with the potential Trump's win. So if this win does not really take place, then we might see a drop, because then it'll be like this: buy the rumor, sell the news thing. And well, what is more interesting in this regard is that other cryptocurrencies like Toncoin, Ethereum, and many others, they are not growing, and in fact they are just kind of being on a constant decline, and this is very strange to me. So I don't really understand what's going on in this regard, because supposedly when Bitcoin, which is the market leader, the market guide, and usually all other currencies or cryptocurrencies who are in deep correlation, and obviously in the crypto market you have Bitcoin, and then you have everyone else who kind of follow in Bitcoin's steps. Now, right now there seems to be absolutely no correlation to this fact. So as you can compare Toncoin's chart, which is just kind of going downwards without any correlation at all with Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin has a totally different picture, like it's rising, it's growing, and just kind of drawing a different pattern, a different chart, a different picture. And so let me go ahead and reload the platform just to clear my cache here. So it's now trading at almost 69,000, and as I said previously, the most critical, the most important level here is 70,000. So 70,000, in case it gets broken, it gets pierced upwards, then finally we might see this rise towards, I don't know, it's hard to tell, but I think at least it can go from, so since we went from 50 to 70, then usually in case a strong level gets broken out, in case of a breakout, then we might see another 20,000 upwards, and that'll take us to approximately 90,000. So obviously, I mean, like when so many people kind of know about this, about a certain thing, it stops being a secret. And in this case, so if price goes towards 100,000, then obviously 100,000 is going to act as a very strong resistance level. And Bitcoin will not be able to break above that level that easily. And we might see a very, like a stop somewhere around 90,000 to 95,000. But I don't know, it all depends on the risk appetite of by major investors. So right now I am a little bit confused about what's going on, but technically speaking, from this technical point of view, right now, in case this breakout turns out successful, then, well, 90,000. We have an open road. So, and then of course we need to break above 73.5 thousand. But in case that happens, then finally we are able to go upwards and to breach above 70, above 75, 80, 85, and 90,000. So my assumption is that if we are able to break above 73K, the previous high, the previous all-time high, which was designated back in March of this year, then it's kind of like an open road towards 90,000. And I don't really see anything that would be able to stop the price before it goes towards there. Especially given this another accumulation, another kind of flag pattern. So at least 10,000. So at least 10,000 upwards. And then we might see, like a rise and then correction towards back to 74, 75, and then finally towards 85, 90,000, etc. And frankly speaking, it's not really that big of a deal, given the fact that we went from 50,000. I mean, Bitcoin has been volatile, so much volatile since March. No, not since March. I know since last October. Yeah, well, I think when was that big green day? Yeah, this big green day happened on the 23rd of October. So exactly 1 year ago, Bitcoin started to rise, to increase in price, and from 30,000, it quickly broke above towards 35,000, and then it steadily grew, it steadily rose towards 50,000, and then we know the rest of the story. But the most important fact is that, so exactly 1 year ago we started growing, and the price has already increased by, what would that be, like plus 100 and something, 130%. So right now, growing by another 20%, which would take us towards 85,000 or 90,000, comparing with 130% growth, it seems very, very doable, very feasible, and I would not be surprised if that is the case, and we might see those prices towards end of this year. But of course, as I said, that is only going to happen in the kind of like positive for Bitcoin positive scenario, because otherwise we might see a total desperation, a total dreams collapsing, and things of that nature, and we might see a drop towards 50,000. But of course, right now I would say that I remain 70 bullish in this regard, and I would probably open some up trades if you haven't done so yet, but with some stop loss around 65,000. So, and that is still going to give you a very nice ratio, risk reward ratio of around one risk, so one profit to 4 or 5 risks, which is quite good for cryptocurrencies. Now, let me go ahead and check a few other assets. So, namely, of course, it's Ethereum. And Ethereum is our old friend, of course. And what is interesting in this regard is that Ethereum might post even higher profits in case Bitcoin is able to breach above 70K, because then Ethereum, what it usually does in such cases is that it starts catching up with its leader, with its big brother. So let's call Bitcoin the big brother. So if the big brother shows growth, of course, most other cryptocurrencies they follow it, and we might see a very quick rise. And I would say like even accelerating, outpacing. It might outpace Bitcoin in its rise. And given the kind of like low current base, it might grow quickly. And maybe that's even a better. I would say maybe it's even better to now kind of bet on Ethereum, and that it will rise, because then it's going to give you kind of like this, as I said, accelerated growth, which probably has even more potential, and it might give you even better risk-reward ratio, which is always good, because when you trade forex, especially, and I'm talking about this from the forex perspective, this is always a great. It always kind of takes your trading system to the new level, like, because it gives you more opportunity with the same amount of risk. So ideally, you want to risk as little as possible, and at the same time, you want to get the highest profit potential. All right. So hello guys. We are not so many people watching right now, watching live, but anyways, I send my greetings to all of you who are watching, and feel free to ask me any questions regarding our assets, our trades, etc. So I've spoken about Toncoin already, and now let's go ahead and check gold, which is also a very interesting asset right now, and gold is trading, well, I would say at its all-time highs. So the all-time high was around 2,758, so almost 2,000. Let me just clear the cache. I will quickly reload the platform. So we are back, and I would say, so gold, and last, when was that? That was 5 days ago. What was that? Last Wednesday, I guess. Well, another all-time high, and we are trading so high on gold because basically gold is because of the overall. So what is affecting the gold prices, right? So we are in a situation of kind of like very high inflation, more or less in every part of the world and every part of the globe, and usually that is when central bank and other financial institutes, and also like regular people, ordinary people, they start looking for alternatives, and gold, well, I would say it has always been one of those alternatives, but right now it has become this very good alternative, and it already went up 35% from, well, January of this year. So from this new year, it was trading around 2,000. Now we are trading at 2,700 and above, and that is not a coincidence. That is not a surprise, because there is a very strong fundamental justification to that. Now, as I compared Bitcoin and Ethereum, and Bitcoin is Ethereum's big brother, in the current pair, gold and silver, gold is also the so-called big brother, the leader, so the metals or the commodities leader, and silver usually kind of follows gold's movement, gold moves, and well, it already went up by, well, 50%. See, that's what I'm talking about. So usually the kind of like the little brother, right? We have the big brother, the little brother. So the little brother, when it starts rising in price, going upwards, then it usually does so at an accelerated pace, right? So it's trying to outpace the big brothers and to catch up with him. So this is a very similar situation with silver, and so the idea, or what you can do from this, is how you can benefit from this is you can simply open up trades on silver, because, well, so far gold has already increased by a lot, significantly a lot, and with every coming dollar, with every coming $100 of price increase, it is becoming more and more difficult for gold to go upwards, to rise, to rise in price, to inflate in price, and then at the same time for silver, it is much less easy. It's much easier to actually keep increasing in price and keep going upwards. So from 33, we can easily see a quick push towards 36, 37. I would not be surprised if that is the case. And in this case, yes, the idea is very simple. You open up trade here with a very short stop loss around. You just need to place it $2 below, and you have around $8 potential increase. So it also gives you a very nice ratio. All right, so there comes a question about Brent. Right, so frankly speaking, I do not see much potential in Brent comparing to, okay, let's open Brent on Forex. Brent. So today Brent is dropping. It dropped, I don't know, like what, 7%? Pretty big number already. So we might see, well, in this, and frankly speaking, yes, I would say at this price right now, at around 70, close to 70 dollars per barrel, the current Brent price is looking very, well, very, I mean, like very good. It's trading very near its support level, so the support level is kind of nearby, and we can easily expect a jump towards $80. I cannot forecast. I cannot predict the future. I do not see the future. I don't have the magic ball. But on the same side, at the same time, I rely on technical analysis and fundamental analysis. And even though fundamental analysis is kind of complicated right now, because there is no direct kind of correlation between everything that's happening. I mean, like, given the situation in the Middle East, this uncertainty, and these really high tensions among many countries in the Middle East region. Despite all of that, the price is dropping. So actually, I don't know what else can support Brent prices fundamentally, but technically, we have this $70 per barrel mark or level, and we might see a quick rise, a rebound from here so easily. Where to enter? Well, it's always a difficult question. Is it time to enter right now while it's trading at $71 per barrel? I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe if it drops towards 70 or even 69, 68. So there, I would say that would be a more kind of like a better level. I think the price needs to there is still some selling pressure still in this asset as of now. So I think we need to maybe wait a little bit and wait a little more, and then the price will rebound, I think. But if you trade with, say, some low multiplier, maybe like 5 or something, then you can already, you can trade. So for example, here, like say, if you want to open trades with $2,000 and multiplier 10, so 10 means that the price needs to drop by 7%. So that's okay. So we are still very safe in this regard. So I would say with multiplier 10, which is quite a conservative multiplier for this given asset, that would be a very nice opportunity, I think. So yeah, you can open up trades already here. That's my assumption. All right, so let's have a look at some currency pairs, since we are talking about markets today. And well, USD JPY, one of my favorite, most volatile assets of 2023. Well, I would say that this is the best currency pair of 2022, 2023, 4. So 2.5 years already. This currency pair has been just kind of dropping dollars, dropping everything, dropping money all across the world, because it is so predictable. It basically goes from one round number to another. If you see, so goes 150, so slightly above 150, 152, then drops towards 140, goes up again 150, breaks above, goes 160, drops to 150, goes up again towards 160, slightly above, and then drops to almost 140, goes up to 150, drops to 140, I just simply have no words to describe how great of an asset this currency pair is, and how easily, like frankly speaking, it's quite easy to make a lot of cash trading this asset, because it is so technically predictable, and you don't even need those sophisticated trading strategies. You just wait for the price to kind of reach another round number, and then you open a trade, usually in the opposite direction, but of course you need to pay attention how we approach. So if we now approach, if from here, from 152.6, we drop towards 150, of course 150 is gonna act as a strong support level, and that's where you wanna open up trades. And then the price goes towards 160, there you open down trades. Very, very easy. Well, that is the beauty of trading. If you know some basics of technical analysis, you can make very nice predictions. You can make very nice price predictions, and you can actually make quite a significant amount of dollars in your trading. Alrighty, so one more asset which I want to talk about, of course, is the Euro USD, because many people have asked me about, so what's going to happen to this asset. Well, frankly speaking, I think 1.08 is quite a strong support level. So we might see a quick rebound from here towards maybe 1.10. But given its overall, it's on the trading slang, this asset is called a dead stock or a dead asset, because it's just not moving anywhere. It's just moving sideways, kind of going, just moving inside a very small range. So usually I do not trade, and I do not recommend trading, especially on the Forex mode, such assets, because you can easily find more volatile assets like the one I showed you just before, which is USD JPY. So with the USD JPY, you have so much volatility, you have so much trend, you have so much open interest from other traders, other investors, and this all makes it a very volatile, very interesting, highly profitable asset. So much better than any other asset, the ones that I can speak about, like Euro USD. I mean, we can also have a look just out of curiosity at Euro CHF, the euro against the Swiss franc. All right, we can still make some profit even inside these corridors, but it just doesn't simply compare with USD GPY. And the problem is that many people, they kind of the problem with trading, I would say, and one of the most difficult things in trading is you really have to wait for your trade, for your signal. You only want to trade the best signals. And the problem is that many people just don't have enough patience to wait for those perfect trades. And of course, it might be a little boring when, for example, here with USD GPY, you only have like trades that basically happen once, maybe once a week, maybe once a month. Of course, it's very boring, and that's why many people just simply do not trade this asset, and instead of focusing on those best ones, they try to kind of trade here and there, just bite off little chunks from this big pie, and basically they leave a lot on the table. They leave simply many profits on the table because they're focused so much on actual trades rather than finding those best, like these gold nuggets. All right, guys, I think this is going to be it because I've spoken about all the main assets for the upcoming week. Stay tuned, and we have around 14 more trading webinars in 7 different languages on this channel coming up this week. So do not miss them. The schedule is there on the main page in the YouTube channel, and I will see you next Monday. Thank you so much, and see you soon. Bye bye.